I don't know if my mic is. I'm live, but I don't know if my mic is working. So I'm gonna check over here. I don't know where April went, but maybe she'll be back soon. We're having some technical difficulties over here, but we're gonna work this thing out. We're gonna work it out. Let me see if I can't get April back. Um, Let me see if I can't get April back and check my sound at the same time. Wrong. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? All right, that's my sound check. What's up, everybody? The girl, BeeSparrow. No one's watching right now, so I'm going to play some music until I can get some people up in here. I don't know what I'm gonna play, but I'm gonna play something. Okay. Let me see what I got. What I got.
SG, Kid Tree, we back at it. That's the sound of romance. Come on, let's take the chance. Together we can commence a feeling of ecstasy that'll last a lifetime. I'm talking about forever, not just one night time. That's the sound of romance. Come on, let's take the chance. Together we can commence a feeling of ecstasy that'll last a lifetime. I'm talking about forever, not just one night time. Shorty, my feelings are too deep to hide. There ain't a day goes by when I don't want you by my side. Let's slide to a place with no privacy invasion. Just you and I rubbing, kissing, hugging, and love making. The first day I met you, I just wanted to smash. Cause the relationships I had in the past never last. But when I got to know you, my feelings started to change. You got me caught in the game, twisted like garter's braids from your lips when you talk, the switch when you walk, the milkiness of your skin to the goodness of your heart. I don't wanna give it up or share. You not leaving's one of my prayers. Go together like matching socks with just the perfect pair. My heart is warm when you're here, cold when you're not near. You never listen, no matter how many rumors from peers. We pay attention to each other, never mind anyone else. They don't know what's going on, they should just worry about themselves. That's the sound of romance. Come on, let's take the chance. Together we can commence a feeling of ecstasy that'll last a lifetime. I'm talking about forever, not just one night time. That's the sound of romance. Come on, let's take the chance. Together we can commence a feeling of ecstasy that'll last a lifetime. I'm talking about forever, not just one night time. I think it's time we take it to the next level with you. I wanna settle, skin smooth as rose petals. Whether jeans or a skirt, Tim's, Nikes or stilettos. You make a perfect picture, believe me when I tell you. Nobody can take me from you except for the death angels. We don't always agree, I know sometimes it's painful. Just maintain all your feelings, we'll stay together. Lord willing, we have good times like JJ, whether we out or just chillin'. That's the sound of romance. Come on, let's take the chance. Together we can commence a feeling of ecstasy that'll last a lifetime. I'm talking about forever, not just one night time. That's the sound of romance. Come on, let's take the chance. Together we can commence a feeling of ecstasy that'll last a lifetime. I'm talking about forever, not just one night time. I wanna give you the world, no time for them other girls. You fine like good wine, precious like old pearls. We both from the hood, so I guess it's a thug love. The only one can make my toes curl from a back rub. I know I was a player, just leave it in the past. When your lifestyle was trite, changes an easy task. With you, I have a blast, and I ain't talking about coke. And you want me for me, whether I'm filthy rich or I'm broke. That's the sound of romance. Come on, let's take the chance. Together we can commence a feeling of ecstasy that'll last a lifetime. I'm talking about forever, not just one night time. That's the sound of romance. Come on, let's take a chance. Together we can commence a feeling of ecstasy that'll last a lifetime. I'm talking about forever, not just one night time.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BeeSparrow. BuzzzTweet Talk Radio. How y'all doing today? I don't have my daggone blemish sound effects up. Let me get my sound effects up. I was supposed to have them up, but I'm having some crazy difficulties with this show today. Everything that could go wrong is going wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and get it started and get it popping, get it cracking. I think April is on the road, so I don't know. I'm just ready to get this show over and done with so I can start my day really, because I'm ready to get my gaming on and everything else that I need to do today. I'm just ready to get started. Okay, let me see if y'all can hear this. All right. Well, all right. April says she'll be home in about 10 minutes. I don't know if I have the patience. She know I don't have no patience. She know. She know I don't have no patience. I just played my homeboy, his son's song, Sound of Romance. I think that at the time this song was out, he was a young boy. Now he's a grown-ass man now, probably got his own kids. But I like to support, especially people that I've grown up with. I have a lot of friends in the industry, a lot of friends, a couple of friends, few friends who play in the NBA. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my stories, but y'all know I gotta go fetch some stories, right? Let me do that right quick because I'm really ready to get this over with. Kind of not feeling this today, but I gotta get through, y'all. I gotta get through. Let me go get my articles and I'll be right back, okay? Okay. This is BeeSparrow and BuzzzTweet Radio. Lately, I've been using my phone to earn some extra cash for groceries, for hair care products, for cleaning products. You heard me right. I used my cell phone to earn extra cash. How do you do that, B? I'm so glad you asked. Let me tell you how. I installed the ModeApp on my phone. This app is available in the Google Play Store as well as Apple Store. Once the app was installed, I set up my Mode account and started playing music from some of my favorite artists. It's amazing that I made money just by listening to my favorite songs. And you can do this anywhere, while out and about, while traveling, or even while you are working. Search and play music from over 100,000 radio stations. Earn Mode coins while playing music and games on your phone. Redeem for Amazon or PayPal cards. You can also redeem for Visa gift cards and more. I personally prefer to use PayPal, and I cash out about $40 a month. All I had to do was listen to music and they gave me money. You can do the same thing. Hey, you're going to be on your phone anyway. Might as well get paid for it. Install the ModeApp today. An installation link can be found in the description box below.
BuzzzTweet Radio. You're listening to BuzzzTweet Radio.
Well, all right, y'all. She's back and she is black. It's your girl, BeeSparrow, BuzzzTweet Talk Radio. How y'all doing today? I'm doing great. I'm thankful to be amongst the living. All praises to the Most High Yah. Man, I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't have a relationship with God, you better find one, because it's going down. It is crazy. Everybody losing their mind. And if you are at your last, you're up to here with everything, the only thing that I can suggest to you is to develop a relationship with the Most High Yah, because it's going down. There ain't no more love in the world. Don't nobody love nobody no more. It's going down. Me and my daughter went to Whole Foods yesterday for lunch. Ended up spending $80 just for lunch. $80, y'all. Again, me and my daughter went to Whole Foods. Roast beef sandwich, 2 salads, a slice of salmon, some chicken strips, and some olives, and a thing of water, and 2 packs of cookies. $80. 80, not 8, but 80, 80. My daughter just said a little bit over $80. Hello, Bonnie Rose. Thank you for joining me. Great show yesterday. Was that yesterday? Last night? I tuned in and listened to a little bit. But yeah, we went to Whole Foods for lunch and spent $80. Just me and my daughter. But they say don't go out to eat or don't go grocery shopping when you're hungry. We were hungry as hell. I had an appointment early in the morning and we left out without eating. So we got there a little early and we decided to go get something to eat and ended up spending $80+ for lunch. Anyway, y'all, I tell y'all, learn how to plant something, learn how to grow something, learn how to do something, learn a trade, because it's going to be much needed pretty soon. Pretty soon, you're gonna learn how to do something to survive. I know y'all feel it. Anyway, I wanted to talk about this story about Breonna Taylor. This is my first story. I want to talk about Breonna Taylor. A lot of people said that Breonna Taylor was no angel. Well, maybe she wasn't, but that did not warrant her death. That did not warrant her being killed in her own home. Did it? Now, did it? Nope. Everybody deserves to live. Well, mostly everybody. According to this article on FoxNews.com, the FBI arrested former Louisville police officer Joshua James. That's Joshua James at the bottom right. Joshua James. They arrested him Thursday morning following his involvement in the 2020 shooting death of Breonna Taylor. Current LMPD Sergeant Kyle Meany, Detective Kelly Goodlett, and former Detective Brett Hankerson, that's Brett Hankerson to the top right, were also charged with civil rights violations, conspiracy, and falsifying records and statements to federal investigators. U.S. Attorney General Matt Garland announced on Wednesday. Yeah, very sad. Very sad. You know, can you hear me?
Yes, I sure can. Can you hear me?
Welcome. Yes, very good.
Welcome,
Very loud
welcome.
and clear. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Good, good.
How's things in Seattle?
It's
How are
fine.
things in
It's
Seattle?
everything.
Are we on a
Everything is
delay?
going fine. Yeah,
We are on a delay.
yeah. Yes, ma'am. We on a
Oh,
delay.
okay.
Okay.
So, I'm
Yeah.
talking about Breonna Taylor. These four officers, these four Louisville police officers have been arrested. The FBI arrested former Louisville police officer Joshua James for his part in it. And current LMPD Sergeant Kyle Meany, Detective Kelly Goodlett, and former Detective Brett Hankerson were also charged with civil rights violations, conspiracy, and falsifying records and statements to federal investigators. The federal charges
Girl,
announced. Uh huh. Go ahead.
you know,
Mhm.
this made me so angry.
Mhm. Mhm.
It made me angry that it happened. Remember, they walked away. And
Right.
basically, since the bullet came in through somewhere else, it
Right.
was like they got off scot free. Like
Yep.
she was dead and they said the bullet went through another way. Like they
Yep.
care more about a bullet going through the ceiling. And this comes up,
Yep.
girl, I'ma tell you, this country
But check it out though.
is
I didn't know
evil.
this. The federal charges announced that members of the place-based investigation unit they falsified the affidavit used to obtain the search warrant of Mrs. Taylor's home. That this act violated federal civil rights laws and that those violations resulted in Mrs. Taylor's death. So they falsified a lot of documents in this case. I never knew
But
that.
check this out.
Hmm?
Does the article say anything about Benjamin Crump? Because
Oh,
that money that they awarded her, I thought was so low because she was under 30. And that lady had another 30 years. And they settled, I think it was for less than maybe $10 million, maybe.
yep. I heard the money
And
was
I
gone
was thinking,
already.
excuse me, she should have got $1 million for each. I mean, till she was 60 or 70. She should have got 60 or 70. So I'm even questioning Benjamin Crump now too.
Mm. So this article
I'm
goes on.
questioning everybody now. This country going to go up in flames.
Yes, it is. That's what I was
I'm
just
going to
saying.
mute my mic and listen and let you finish.
I was just
Okay.
saying that. I was just saying that this country about to go up in flames. I was just saying that. So this article says specifically, we allege that Ms. Taylor's Fourth Amendment rights were violated when defendants Joshua James, Kyle Meany, and Kelly Goodlett sought a warrant to search Ms. Taylor's home, knowing that the officers lacked probable cause for the search. They lacked probable cause for the search. Falsified papers, and now our sister is dead and gone because of their neglect, because of their neglect. I read,
Yes.
and I'm gonna read some of these comments. A lot of the comments were saying how Breonna Taylor wasn't an angel, that she was into guns and drugs, but that did not warrant how she was killed. That does not warrant her murder. So the charges,
And they were looking for the boyfriend for you in those comments too.
right, right. So this article goes on to say they also allege that they conspired to mislead federal, state, and local authorities who were investigating the incident. For example, we allege that in May of 2020, those two defendants met in a garage where they agreed to tell investigators a false story. So they met up to get their story, their lies together. I don't know how they knew this, but this is some NCIS stuff, y'all. They meet up in a parking lot, a garage, to talk about how they're gonna lie about this incident, how they're gonna cover up the killing of Breonna Taylor. Another incident file alleges that Miss Taylor was shot. Another LMPD officer, defendant Brett Hankerson, moved from the doorway to the side of her apartment and fired 10 more shots through a window in a sliding glass door. That's what April was talking about. Both of which were covered with blinds and curtains. Defendant Hankerson has been charged with 2 civil rights offenses, alleging that he willfully used unconstitutionally excessive force while acting in his official capacity as an officer. Mm, mm, mm. So he didn't shoot straight through the doorway. He gonna shoot through a window where he can't even see. He just fired through a window. Can't see now. He just firing through the window, not seeing, not caring. Attorney Ben Crump, Attorney Benjamin Crump, who is representing Taylor's family, said following the announcement that today was a huge step towards justice. We are grateful for the diligence and dedication of the FBI and the DOJ as they investigated what led to Breonna's murder. And shalom to you. She said, I sound funny. I sound far away. Jeez. Could you turn the volume up on that? Let me see how I sound. My mic is almost in my mouth. Maybe if let me see if I need to turn. Let me see what's going on here. I told y'all I was having some technical difficulties. Always. Why do I sound so distorted? Wow. Mic check. Let me see if I can turn it up here. I don't know where April went at. But anyway, Benjamin Crump said, we are grateful for the diligence and dedication of the FBI and the DOJ as they investigated what led to Breonna's murder and what transpired afterwards. He added, I don't know what's wrong, y'all. I really don't. Everything is turned up. Let me see. Mic is turned up. I really don't know what's going on. I don't know what the problem is, but you seem to be telling me a story. What you say? I don't know what's going on, y'all. Let me see if this is the problem. Input microphone. Can you turn that up? Let me see if I'm still sounding the same. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic. You turned it up. Mic check. Mic check. Okay, well look, we're just gonna leave it like this. This is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, rocking with the truth. She listening while she works. So I don't know. This is the best. I got the mic all the way.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I went away and shared the show. So
okay.
that's what happened.
Um.
Okay.
Um. Just B said I sound far away. I don't know what the pro. I don't know. I just don't know, Just B. Girl, I just don't know. So we're talking about Breonna Taylor and the four officers that got charged. Former Louisville, Kentucky police officer Brett Hankerson. His name sounds like he a racist. Brett Hankerson, that's him up to the top right. He's the only cop criminally charged in connection with the raid that ended in Taylor's death. But he was
So all the so
he
you're
was
telling me
mm-hmm.
that everything was falsified from the search warrant. This big whole scam was made. They
Yep,
got an illegal search warrant.
yep.
They bashed Brianna, talking about her, made her, j- and allegedly the boyfriend was supposed to have had the criminal background, but then they was trying to
Well,
say that she was
well,
involved.
well, the
But
one, the boyfriend that was with her the night that she was killed, his name is Kenneth Walker. He's the one that shot one of the officers. His name was John Mattingly. He shot John Mattingly in the leg. He, of course, thought that they were being robbed, and he had every right to do that. Now there was another, her ex-boyfriend, and by the way, they arrested Kenneth Walker. She was. There are pictures of her all over the internet with all kinds of guns and all kinds. But that does not warrant what happened to her because you see all types of kids on the internet with guns. She was. She loved guns. According to her internet, she loved guns, and a lot of people do.
yeah, they do.
A lot of people do. So, but when a black woman loves guns, oh, she a gangster. She thugged out. Oh, she ain't no princess. But you see, white kids on the internet practice shooting guns all the time, and no one says a damn thing about that. No one says a damn thing about it.
But
But
but at this time, I don't believe anything they're telling me at this time. You're not going to make me think anything bad about this woman nor her boyfriend. And y'all had to concoct a story and get illegal search warrants and stuff.
and then they try to bring the ex-boyfriend into it. They said that the ex-boyfriend was having drugs received to her house for
Right,
him.
remember? They said the package came. Yeah.
Who gets away with sending drugs through the mail? How you do that? Because I would love to send my brother a bag of weed, but that's medical. Those are you what med people get medical drugs in the mail, of course. But I'm talking about weed and opioids and how do people get away with sending weed to somebody in the mail? I just that just doesn't sound right to me.
Hmm.
That just doesn't sound right to me. So they said Hankerson, who is 45, had been charged for allegedly firing through sliding glass doors and a window of Taylor's apartment during the narcotics raid that left a 26-year-old black woman dead. Hankerson's attorney never contested the ballistics evidence, but said he fired 10 bullets because he thought his fellow officers were being executed. Now he couldn't see in the direction of the bullets, but he fired anyway. Hankerson testified during the trial that he saw a muzzle flash from Taylor's darkened hallway after police burst through the door and thought officers were under heavy fire, so he quickly wheeled around a corner and sprayed 10 bullets, hoping to end the threat. Didn't see nothing now. He's just firing from around the corner, not looking at where he's aiming. Taylor, Breonna Taylor, who was an emergency medical technician, had been settling down for bed when officers broke through her door and was shot multiple times, where she died on the scene.
Okay, so this woman was a professional woman,
Mm-hmm.
was an EMT who
Mm-hmm.
didn't like her, who was jealous of her, and and who boyfriend was she saying? What white man was she saying? Cause this don't sound like you know. This sounds like some stuff of some people that might have been jealous of a black woman succeeding in life, and
Mm.
you make up a whole story about this woman.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Who 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 is mad that Breonna Taylor didn't want them?
She knocked something on. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Let me read some of these comments that people said in this article. Wait, let me share it first. Let me share. Let me share. Let me share. Let me share my screen because I want y'all to see these comments. So these are comments that people made. Are they showing? Why are they not showing? Oh, I gotta
You
fix.
know,
I gotta.
this sounds like a case of jealousy, jealous of a black woman that was an EMT, that was a smart woman.
You never know. So nothing but the truth says. Whew, after a long, acrimonious court case, the officers would be acquitted on all charges due to a complete lack of evidence where the officers were defending themselves in a live fire incident. The FBI only acts politically at the behest of Garland's Department of Justice. Someone else said they will most assuredly defund the police in a roundabout way of no one anywhere ever wanted to step up and do a job where Uncle Merrick would seek you out. Ernestine Vanson, her comment stood out most to me. She said, "Woo, Breonna Taylor, an emergency medical technician, held money from the proceeds of drug sales from a known drug dealer and that she handled money for him for other purposes. She was no angel. Kentucky
But
investigated,
where do they get this from?
I
Show me
know,
the proof.
listen, Kentucky investigated the incident in 2020 and presented a grand jury with evidence on homicide and other charges against the officers, but the grand jury did not charge any of them. This is a timed political attack by the FBI at the behest of Democrat Party leaders to appease the activists screaming racism. They are always on the lookout for another victim to make national headlines in order to advance their narrative that white cops are racist. There is a midterm coming up in 3 months, and Democrats want to hold onto the House and Senate. Yet Hunter and the big guy go unscathed, as does Nancy Pelosi's husband. Crime has skyrocketed in America since Democrats took power. You can do nothing about it. So this person just has an agenda against Democrats. But like you said, how do they know all of this about Breonna Taylor? How come we didn't hear about this?
You know, it's the typical paint, paint the black person in a negative way. So when they get shot and killed and you've messed up, they're not here to defend themselves. Brianna's not here to speak her story. The new boyfriend she was with, they didn't charge him when he shot that cop. He had every right to, the way they came in that house.
Actually, they did. Actually, they did charge him. Let me
But
see. I know he spent some time. Wait a minute. Let me see. Um,
no,
let me see. Cause I remember doing a show.
no, I thought that boyfriend that shot at them, that they wasn't gonna press any charges because he was saying self
They charged him
defense.
with assault and attempted murder of a police officer. Walker, Taylor's then boyfriend, was arrested and charged with assault and attempted murder of a police officer after he shot Sergeant Jonathan Mattingly in the high in the high as police in the thigh in the thigh as police burst into Taylor's apartment with a search warrant shortly before 1 a.m. But the charges were dropped. So
Right, they just that.
but
Hmm.
initially they did charge him, and they shouldn't have charged him with anything because he had every right to defend his home. He had every right to defend his home.
Yeah, and so.
His charges were
You,
dismissed. Jefferson Circuit Court Judge
mhm.
Arul Stevens ruled the charges would be dismissed with prejudice, meaning he could not be recharged for the shooting. Walker has maintained he did not know police were at the door and thought intruders were breaking in. Those charges were dismissed without prejudice in May of 2020. Jefferson Commonwealth's attorney Tom Wine called for more investigations to determine whether criminal charges were warranted and Walker should be recharged. Wine said then he believes officers knocked and announced themselves before ramming in Taylor's door, but added it was conceivable Walker did not hear them announce they were police because they didn't announce them damn selves. How did he know they announced?
Right. Hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought. That they didn't even charge him. That like yeah. This is another thing of. I always said it was more to it. That fast settlement money I thought was a little too low because she wasn't in her 30s. Like they should have been getting 50 or 60 million, a million for each year that she would have lived. Um, you look at her, she's a beautiful girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I am so sick of people when the truth is right there. They still want to defend people. You still want to look at Breonna Taylor as it's her fault.
Yep.
This was not her fault that these people did not do their jobs. You got, you did, you went and lied and got search warrants. I mean, but you still want to make Brianna out to
Yep.
be the bad person.
Pretty much.
I'm so sick of this government and these United Snakes of America. Um, I got so disgusted yesterday just because I say, why does the government, you went to Trump's home to
Right.
look for papers?
Look for
Any
papers that
papers that he would have had, they would have been at the White House. You
they
went to
well
this
he
man's home
well
and raided
they
his
said
home.
they said
Just when the
that
federal government, just because you decide to get on a rant And whoever you decide at that moment you gonna take down, that's what you're gonna do, and that's what y'all have been doing. You're bullies. You're bullies.
But they said that the papers were papers that he took from allegedly took from the White House.
Yeah. Right.
Oh,
Okay.
I
All
can't.
right.
I
And
can't.
then I'm tired of black people when I say, why did they go raid Donald Trump's home? Like I gotta be this big Trump fan. No, I have a right to express my opinion.
Because black people
Um,
think that you don't have your own mind. If you don't agree with what they say,
yeah,
you I can't stand it. I can't take it. Like I'm supposed to follow every damn thing and believe every damn thing a black person say. Why? Because they black? Do y'all know that there are devils in the black community too?
but wait a minute. It questions every case. You look at the things that's been coming out in R. Kelly case. They're saying tapes wasn't even authenticated. Tapes went to CNN. Different people came in the mail. They didn't even go straight to the police department. And then they didn't authenticate the tapes.
Mm,
So
mm,
y'all doing all of this stuff. If you're gonna arrest somebody or you're gonna kill them, do it legally. But no, not the government. They the big bad wolf.
mm, mm. Anyway, so I'm just hoping that whoever is responsible for the death of Breonna Taylor get what's coming to them. Get whatever they deserve. I want them to get what they deserve because
You know the sad thing about these situations to me is like we'll never know the real truth.
right,
We'll be dead and gone.
yeah,
And you also know that they're trying they're not seeking charges against Carolyn Bryant, well, whatever her new married name is.
oh
They were
oh
saying they were.
girl, you listen. I don't even want to talk about that shit no more because I'm so tired. Black people getting on my nerves. You know they done
Hmm.
moved her ass. She in what they say Candace Vermont now. They done moved her ass. I told y'all, black people, do not go looking for this lady. And that was Tariq Nasheed.
No, they need to follow her everywhere she go.
Girl, they gonna keep moving her.
So,
Don't,
so,
but if you're gonna go do it, don't broadcast it.
so,
If you're gonna go visit Carolyn Bryant, don't broadcast it. Don't let the world
so,
know because they're
so.
gonna continue.
Well,
They're gonna
they're not
continue
gonna
to
do nothing
hide
to
her.
her. So stalk her for the rest of her life.
They're gonna continue to hide her.
Hmm. Well. Hmm.
No, they want her to go to jail. They
Yeah.
want her to go to
Which she
jail.
should.
Anyway, talk about Anton Black and that $50 million that his family was awarded. Now, I was not following this story when it happened because I was fed up. I'm so tired of them killing our black men. But a lot of times, it's our fault. Y'all,
Hmm.
we got to start learning how to handle our business without involving the police. Because when we involve the police in our business, somebody gonna die. Shalom, Steve Gilmore. Good to see you.
Yeah.
So
Hey, Steve. Yeah.
I remember
Hmm.
Hey Judah told me in Texas, where in his neighborhood, they don't even call the police no more. Somebody break in your car, somebody break in your house, you just shit out of luck, or you handle it yourself.
Yeah, because look at what happened to the people that called the police on the guy that was drunk.
Yes,
and in the wheelchair, and then they threw him in the back of
Yeah.
the police van,
And,
and now he's paralyzed.
and that's exactly what happened to Anton Black here. That's exactly what happened to Anton Black. Anton Black death during police encounter leads to a $5 million settlement, which I believe is not enough. $5 million ain't shit when it comes to your dead loved one. Relatives of a 19-year-old black man who died during a struggle with police officers on Maryland's Eastern Shore have reached a $5 million partial settlement of their wrongful death lawsuit, an agreement that also requires improvements in police training and policies, the family attorney announced. The family's federal lawsuit accused police of using excessive force on Anton Black after they chased him and tried to restrain him outside of his family home in rural Greensboro, Maryland. Didn't know Maryland had a Greensboro. I know North Carolina has a Greensboro, but I never knew that Maryland has a Greensboro on the Eastern Shore.
Wow.
This happened in 2018. No wonder we weren't following that because so many others were took the forefront. So many others took the forefront over anti-black. There were so many black men being killed in 2018. Y'all know what I'm saying? I totally did not follow
Hmm.
this. I totally did not follow this. I was so tired. The lawsuit accused police of trying to cover up. They go that cover up again. They tried to cover up an unjustified killing, falsely claiming that Black was high on drugs and exhibiting superhuman strength. That reminded me of Rodney King in the 90s. What was that, 1991? When Rodney King was beat up and we all saw it, the world saw it. This was when videos was first becoming popular. Everybody didn't have video cameras then. No, they were rare in the home. But this one person had a video camera and decided to record Rodney King. Rodney King was an African American man who was a victim of police brutality. Before then, nobody was believing that police was beating black men up. You know how many times my brother would come home and say how the Prince George's County Police Department harassed him and his friends. They trying to come home, but they being harassed by white police officers because they black men. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But Rodney King was beaten by police officers during his arrest after a high-speed chase for driving while intoxicated. An uninvolved individual, George Holliday, filmed the incident from his nearby balcony and sent the footage to local news stations, and the footage went viral. Back then, we didn't know nothing about viral, but it went viral. The world saw about 10 white police officers beating up one black man with their baton. Now, here we are, some 20, 30 years later. They're not just beating them now, they're killing them. God almighty knows. They're not just beating our brothers, they're killing them. So that Rodney King video, he was the prelude, he was the preamble of it all. He was the beginning of it all, as far as recording. Because before him, black men were being beaten and hung all over the place. And there was absolutely nothing we can do about it. Now, we can get a little something done with video. Anti-black death fuel calls for an independent investigation and inspire legislative reform. A state law named after Black expanded public access to records about police disciplinary cases. It took effect last September. The lawsuit settlement resolves the family claims against three Maryland towns, Greensboro, Ridgely, and Centerville, and several individuals. Former Greensboro police officer Thomas Webster IV, former Greensboro police officer Michael Petio, former Ridgely police chief Gary Manos, Centerville police officer Dennis Lannon, and former Greensboro towns manager Jeanette Cleveland. The $5 million settlement amount includes attorney fees and costs according to a family lawyer. The agreement requires the three towns to upgrade their policies governing police officers' use of force, to provide officers with mental health training and annual training on implicit bias and de-escalation techniques. Now, this was in 2018. Have y'all seen any of those policies being shown towards black people in this country? I'll wait. Okay. The agreement doesn't resolve the family's claims against former Maryland Chief Medical Examiner David Fowler and the state examiner's office. The medical examiner's autopsy report listed Black's death as accidental and said heart a congenital heart condition, mental illness, and stress from the struggle likely contributed to his death. A police body camera captured parts of Black's encounter with police on September 15, 2018. The video shows Webster confronting Black in response to a 911 call that a man was roughly dragging a child down the road in a headlock. The boy, a friend of the Black's family, told the officer that Black was a schizophrenic and had been acting strangely. When Webster ordered Black to place his hands behind his back and told him he was under arrest, Black said, "I love you," and then turned and jogged in the opposite direction. Should have known something was wrong there.
For sure.
They should have known something was wrong there, and instead of them showing compassion and trying to help, get the right people involved, because we know y'all not mental health analysts. We know y'all not trained for people with so-called mental illness. But where's your compassion? We see videos all the time where you letting the white man curse you out. You let the white man tase you. You let the white man do all kinds of things to you before you even draw your gun on him. But if it's a black man, you pull your gun out immediately and you shoot to kill.
Yes, ma'am. You're speaking the truth. You're preaching. You're preaching.
What you got to
But
say?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm getting so frustrated now. Like you know, um, that either the revolution will not be televised, or this country gonna go up in flames. It's just too much tension in the air. But y'all folks, I don't even know about y'all no more. My black folks.
I don't either. So,
I'm gonna mute my mic.
you know your camera is open too, right? So, this article goes on to say, after Anton Black jogged back to his family's home and got into a car, Webster used a baton to smash a car window and then used a stun gun on Black. Later, during a struggle on the porch of his family's home, Black lost consciousness as Manos, Lannon, and Webster tried to restrain him. They tried to restrain him even after he lost consciousness, which is not surprising. Because who was that that they had Who was that did Strange Fruit? What's her name, Candy? April. What's the lady name that do Strange Fruit? Yes.
Um,
Was it Billie
oh,
Holiday?
that what?
Strange
That
Fruit.
wasn't Lena Horne, was it?
No. I think it was Strange. I'm about to. What did I just do? Anyway,
Yeah,
Billie Holiday.
she was a singer, but she went over Billie
It was Billie
Holiday. That's
Holiday.
right.
Billie
She had
Holiday.
to end
They
up
did
going
not
to
want
another
her.
country.
They did not want her to sing that song. Whenever she sang that song, whenever she performed, they had police officers in the audience ready to arrest her when she sang Strange Fruit. How about they even had her in handcuffs on her deathbed? They had her arrested to the bed. They had her in handcuffs when she was on her deathbed. This is how they do us. And this young man here is no different. Even after Anton was handcuffed, the officers ignored the danger they were causing and kept Anton in a prone restraint for approximately 6 minutes as he struggled to breathe, lost consciousness, and suffered cardiac arrest. Now, who does that remind y'all of? Let me read that again. Even after Anton was handcuffed, the officers ignored the danger they were causing and kept Anton in a prone restraint for approximately 6 minutes as he struggled to breathe, lost consciousness, and suffered cardiac arrest. Now, who does that remind y'all of? I'll wait. Yep, George Floyd. Mm, mm, Anton's mother stood nearby yelling his name and begging for him to respond. He later died at the hospital. And Anton's father said they had to know that he was dying. He said they killed my son for no reason. In January, a federal judge refused to throw out the lawsuit. U.S. District Judge Catherine Blake said body camera video of the deadly encounter doesn't conclusively contradict the family's claims that police used excessive force. The judge concluded that a reasonable jury could reach more than one conclusion about whether officers used a reasonable degree of force against blacks. A county prosecutor didn't ask a grand jury to consider criminal charges in blacks' death. The family and the Coalition for Justice for Anti-Black filed their lawsuit in December of 2020. The suit said Black died in a chillingly similar manner as who? George Floyd. And we know George Floyd in May of 2020 was killed by Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, and that led to global protests against racial injustice and police abuses. Whew, y'all, how much longer are we gonna have to go through this?
Long as we keep living and acting the way we act,
Mm, mm, mm.
nothing's gonna change. It's a revolving cycle. This stuff been going on since the 50s, the 60s, the 70s.
It's
Marvin
forever.
Gaye sang about it. Curtis
No,
Mayfield sang about it.
this has been going on since Jesus. I mean, little Jesus was killed
Yeah.
innocently for nothing, probably because of the color of his skin.
Hmm.
Today, Jesus.
Hair
Today,
of wool and skin of bronze.
huh?
Hair of wool and skin was bronze.
And who
When you
does that
said,
remind you of?
I know. That's why I say, when you
Man,
say
woman,
they
yeah.
killed Jesus, hmm they ain't changed none of that in none of the versions. King James to whoever version. So,
just gonna keep on killing us. They just gonna keep on killing us.
They're going to keep on killing us. And the thing of it is, we're winning the money, but it's like they don't even care.
They don't. And so that's what I don't understand why black people are so pressed to impress them. Because they don't give a damn about us. They don't care about our babies. They don't care about our mamas, our daddies. They don't care about the old, the young, and that's biblical. They don't care. They have a perpetual hatred against us. That's biblical. It's a perpetual. You know what perpetual means? Forever.
Mm-hmm.
Stop trying to impress them. Stop trying to make them like you because they never will. It's a perpetual hatred.
But we'll hate our own and want them to love us.
That's why we can't get nothing done.
Hmm.
That's why we can't get nothing done because we don't support one another. We hate one another. We jealous of one another. We want what each other have. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, mm, it's just crazy. How do I stop this? Oh,
The police have been killing us every time they shoot and kill somebody.
yeah.
You know, it's like when there's a police shooting, it seems like to me what they're going to have to do is they're going to have hell another country come over here and investigate the shootings.
What, I mean, what can they do?
Well, they can tell the truth right from the beginning. You
They don't
know,
like us either. They don't like the United people in the United States
well,
either.
they don't hate us. They don't hate us.
I think they
They
do.
don't hate us as much as they do over here.
No foreign
Because that means they got to own up to us building this country.
I think most.
And most foreign people I come across have been so nice to me and can relate to my struggle here. Most foreign.
Well, y'all know how we talk about anyways, let me just this article right here, it's kind of sickening. These people that you see on your screen right here, it's kind of sick. Georgia couple, this couple on your that you see on the screen right here, these two men adopted two boys, and they used these boys to make child pornography. They adopted two boys. They got married, adopted two boys, and used their two boys to make child pornography. A Georgia couple has been charged with using their two adopted children to record child pornography. Washington County Sheriff's Office raided a home in Loganville on July 27 on reports that a man there was downloading child porn. After interviewing the suspect, who was not identified, police said they learned there were there was another suspect in the county who was producing homemade child sexual abuse material. Mm, to the mm, mm. I said to the mm. Y'all, this is why I don't think that gay couples should adopt children. I'm sorry. I don't think gay couples should be adopting children. Bad influence. Sorry. And If they doing it, these two right here, if they doing it, somebody else doing it too. If they doing it, somebody else doing it too. These people, their Instagrams are still up. Mm, mm. I'll bring up their Instagrams in a minute, but let me finish reading this article because I'm gonna pull up both their pages. William Zulak and Zachary Zulak. Mm, mm. Anyway, around 11:30 p.m. that same night, police executed a search warrant in Oxford at the home of William Dale Zulak, 32, and Zachary Jacoby Zulak, who is 35. Walton County's Division of Family and Child Services joined deputies in responding to the home to help protect the two brothers who lived there. Mm, 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 mm. Let me take Anton Black name off this because his name don't need to be up there. Mm, mm, mm. And y'all try to tell me these people don't have an agenda without children. These people don't have an agenda without children. If you're a gay person and you're raising a child, right? If you're in a gay relationship, they say two women and you raising a child. What is that child gonna learn? What is that child gonna know? All that child is gonna know that two women are together. That's all they're gonna know. Two women are together. If you're a gay couple and you raising children, are you gonna teach your children to be straight or gay? I wanna know. I'm asking. Because in a heterosexual household, we teach our kids to be with the opposite sex, not the same sex. So if you in a gay household, do you teach your children to be heterosexual? Do you teach your children to be gay? I'm confused.
And I thought it was Adam and Eve, and they want people to reproduce and
Yeah,
have kids.
yeah.
I thought that's that's what is written,
That's what it's
but
written, but you know, people don't care about what's written no more. Um, so Walton County Division of Family and Child Services joined deputies in responding to the home to help protect the two brothers who lived there. During their search, deputies found evidence that the pair who were the children's adopted fathers were engaged in sexually abusive acts and video documenting the abuse. Mm, mm, mm. Early the next morning, the Zulaks were both booked at the Walton County Jail. Both men were charged with aggravated child molestation, sexual exploitation of a child, and enticing a child for indecent purposes. William Zulak was additionally charged with child molestation. Mm, mm, mm. Man, I told y'all these people be having agendas, but nobody want to protect the children. Nobody.
nope.
These two men adopted two boys and started having sexual, aggravated child molestation and sexual exploitation of the children. Y'all trying to tell me these people don't have no agenda? Is that what you're telling me?
And you know what was so sad? You
Mhm.
know, they snatched up so many of the black kids in the 90s and 2000s when crack came out.
Mhm.
I mean, they weren't even giving their parents a fighting chance.
Nope.
Like, some of them, they went to rehabs. We fall down, we get back up, but they took their children and gave them to these alphabet people
Yep.
where they made them their slaves. Our children not taught about their culture, and they profited and
Yep.
benefited.
Pretty much. Let me show
You
y'all.
can't make this up. You can't make all this stuff up.
You just can't. You simply can't. You
You know,
simply.
it's like, we're not making this up. We're telling you people what's going on in the world, and nobody wants to see it.
Nope.
But then you still don't even want to talk about it. And it's crazy. You'll talk about me first instead of talking about them. Man, miss me with all that mess.
So this is Zachary's Instagram. He says, born and raised in Georgia, married to my amazing husband William, who is the papa to our two wonderful boys. And he also says that he is an activist. Oh. Um, I don't see many pictures of William on here. This is Zachary. I don't see many pictures of his husband William on here. You just see mostly him. No pictures of the boys, thank God. But here's a picture of both of them together, and people are really going in on them. Somebody said, sick pieces of shit. Hashtag sick pieces of shit. Oh, wait. Let me pull it back up. Y'all see right there? Hashtag six pieces of shit. And then somebody got dressed for jail and hell. Somebody said, we will not forgive you. Somebody said, your family is ashamed of you. You never know what goes on with people behind closed doors. I'm telling y'all, that's why you need to keep your children at home with you. Because these people don't care about your children. All they want to do is manipulate and take advantage of your innocent children. Try to tell me these people don't have agendas. This is Williams. This is Williams' Instagram. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Sweet self. With your sweet self. Abusing children. Taking advantage of innocent children. Adopting children and taking advantage of them. You sick mother effer. Look at him. You sick mother effer. The children are in child protective custody. Look at him. Sick mother effer. Ooh, I keep doing that. This is the picture I want to show. Look at him. Sick. And you're doing all these nasty and disgusting things to innocent babies. You sick ass. Somebody said you make the whole gay community look like every parent's worst nightmare. Somebody said, girl, eat a sandwich. He wish he was a girl, but he's not. These people didn't even have time to take their Instagrams down. It's not funny, but I'm glad that they got locked up and got called out for what they've been doing. Here's a picture. Look, look, the two little boys. They're not showing their faces though. Look, what y'all did.
I wonder who told. Who told?
They they were downloading pornography. One of them was downloading pornography on a computer, and somebody called the police. I don't know how they know that they were downloading pornography.
Yeah, your local Apple store is going to be for Alderwood.
He said it's been just. William said it's been just over a year as their parents. We have loved every moment of it. Was a little rough starting out, but we beat the 1 year mark. This was our second year to the ocean. Last year was the first time they've seen it. I just love how this picture turned out. Our little adoption family. Hashtag gay parents, hashtag family, hashtag pride, hashtag adoption, and all the poor babies. These,
And
I said,
remember when people was trying to take them to court and they were saying, well, it doesn't matter as long as the child is being loved and all of that. Okay,
right,
right. Now you see the
They're marketing them.
Candace said the way that their shirts are tucked in, it looks like they are marketing them.
Yeah, like
I wouldn't be surprised.
everyone look at their little tiny.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Little tiny look good.
I would not be surprised. Oh my goodness, look at this. These people are sick.
Ew.
These people are sick. These are the people, the kind of people that y'all want around y'all children. These people are teachers, doctors, lawyers, policemen, lunchroom teachers. Have mercy. Have mercy. No hate. Wonder what the finger over the mouth, hush, what's that for? The tape. No hate. The tape over the mouth, the finger over, what's that? Y'all better watch y'all damn children. I don't care what these people say. I don't care if they say you hating. Call me a hater. I'll be that. You will not get to my children. Again, these two men going to jail, locked up for sexually abusing, sexually exploiting their own adopted boys. They perform acts on their own children that they adopted. Tell me these people don't have an agenda. You tell me these people don't have an agenda. Tell me these people don't have an agenda. Dirty, nasty, nasty. It's nasty. Look at that. I didn't choose to be gay. I got lucky. I didn't choose to be gay. I just got lucky. You evil mother effer. Evil. Now you spreading your gayness to your own children. Now you see what you did to these boys? You think they ain't gonna go out and do it to nobody else? Do you think they're not gonna go out and do it to anybody else? You see what you did to these boys? You groomed them to go out and do the same thing that you did to them to somebody else. You nasty mother effer. Anyway. Just wow. I done pissed myself off.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing of it is, when you think about the parents that lost their kids to these type of people and what they have to endure, it's awful. Can you imagine?
It's terrible. But
And
people don't
if they didn't think like that wasn't gonna happen, but that's the agenda now. They're pushing these people, so
yeah. Terrible, but I've said that they've always had an agenda. Always had an agenda. All right, moving on along. Y'all just I'm gonna have to tell you again, watch your children. Cause
yeah.
the devil is busy. The devil is busy, 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 and he's after your children. You keep on walking around here talking about, oh, but they're nice people, they're friendly people, they're uh uh strong in the society that we have, they're good workers, they're voters, and yeah, but they're molesting your son,
Hmm.
they're molesting your daughter. You let them dress up in their drag. What they got on wigs, they got on heels. These are men dressed up in drag with makeup on, going to libraries, going to schools, going to bookstores, and reading to your children. Why does he have to be in drag to read to your children? It's because he has an agenda.
Exactly.
It's because he has an agenda.
But like I say, they would rather talk about me, but you not going down there to them schools to vote against the no gender bathroom.
Right,
You're
right,
not, you know, you're not going up there to the school to see who is reading these books to
right.
your children,
A lot of people don't even know about it. We're gonna
because
have
they're
to.
they're teaching this in schools now.
Yep. We definitely going to have to revisit this one day. This program that they have allowing the LGBT community to go into the schools, the libraries, and the bookstores in full drag to read to our children, rolling all on the floor, playing with our children. You a grown ass man in a dress, laying on the floor with our children all over you, like you a bouncy house or something. And all it takes is for one little hand to touch your penis while you rolling on the floor playing with them, and that's it. I think that's why we have a lot of people in the world that's gay because people don't watch their damn children. My daughters stayed with me 24/7. They couldn't go live with nobody. Nobody. You hear me? They stayed with me and my then husband at the time. They couldn't go stay with nobody. My daughter right here, she'll tell you. And I don't even know if they ever really wanted to go spend the night with other people. I don't even ever remember them asking me, Mom, can we go spend the night?
Spend the night over my friend Brandy's house.
Huh?
Y'all let me spend the night over my friend Brandy's house in middle school a couple of times.
But middle school is different. Middle school, you can tell it.
Right.
Middle school, you can tell it.
Oh yeah, we were little, we never was like
No. Hell to the no, no.
even that I had to ask y'all real hard. Like, y'all almost
Hell to the no.
let me go.
Just wow. I just wow. Before I do the next story though, let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Let me see if I still have these pictures on my computer about, oh, it's on the slow computer, about the people going into the stores. Well, you know what? I'm gonna save it for another day. The LGBT community going into bookstores, elementary schools, and libraries, reading to our children in full drag. Okay, you want to read to the children? They don't need to see you in. They don't need to see a man in full drag for you to read to them. You can read to them in your regular clothes, your regular hair, your regular face. Simple. Why must you put on a dress, heels, makeup, all this foolishness to go read to a child? It's because you have an agenda. Damn it.
Because the agenda is to get them while they're young.
Yep,
That's what their agenda is.
pretty much. Pretty much. I so want to find these pictures, but I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna wait until the next one. I'm gonna save it. Wait till next week. We'll talk about it. But this young lady on the screen that you see right here, woo, child. She's a nurse who was allegedly driving 90 miles per hour when she ran a red light and slammed into traffic in Windsor Hills, killing 6 people. And she's being charged with murder and could face a 90-year sentence. Los Angeles District Attorney George Gascon said. Nicole Linton, who is 37, has been charged with 6 counts of murder and 5 counts of gross vehicular manslaughter, honey. If convicted of all charges, she faces a potential sentence of 90 years to life in prison. Linton was hospitalized after the crash, but was booked into jail over the weekend. She was initially being held on a $2 million bail, but that amount was increased to $9 million. At Linton's first court appearance, a judge ordered her held without bond, but a hearing will be held, or it has been held. I think it was held on Monday. Authorities said Linton was speeding in a Mercedes. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Get her out the way. Ooh. She was speeding in a Mercedes when she ran a red light at the intersection of La Brea and Slauson Avenues. She slammed into multiple vehicles, and 3 of them were engulfed by flames. What could have been so bad that you driving a car 90 miles per hour in probably what was the 35? 90 miles per hour in a 35 zone. They don't know whether alcohol, they haven't said whether alcohol or drugs played a part in it. She ended up killing a woman who was headed to a prenatal checkup with her infant son, and she was 8 months pregnant. And the unborn baby died. She died.
Lord have mercy.
Um,
Lord have mercy.
the defense attorney said that there was no evidence of drugs in her system or alcohol, and alluded to Candace profound mental illness issues. They said she had. Remember we were talking about that earlier, mental illness. A prosecutor
Yeah,
said
mental illness is real.
mm-hmm,
I said, when I say tell people mental illness is real, some people want to say, how we going to say everybody crazy? No, mental illness is real.
well, me and Candace
And
was
some
talking about it.
people are crazy, but
Me
it
and
can be controlled with medication.
Me and Candace was talking about it earlier, and I kind of believe that mental illness is driven by demons. I really believe that. I think people.
This is such a touchy subject. That's why I want to use the Bible to talk about
That
it.
people don't want to believe that there are demons that possess this earth,
But Jesus called
but they want to believe that they're angels.
right.
You want to believe
Right,
that they're angels, but you don't want to believe that they are demons. Everything has an
right,
opposite.
right, right. That's why I say everybody wants to believe they want to believe. So if you could believe there's an angel, don't you think there would be somebody that doesn't like that angel?
Exactly. So I think mental illness is heavily driven by demons. When we was coming up, the nigga was possessed by a demon. Won't no mental illness.
Right.
He was either possessed or crazy.
Yep. You could heal people with so-called mental illness all the time. You took demons out of their
And
body.
you're right. Jesus healed people with demons all the time. If we were back there then, we would have been calling that mental illness.
Right.
Yeah, because he was casting out demons.
That's right. So among the dead from the Windsor Hills crash were Asheray Ryan, who was more than 8 months pregnant, along with her boyfriend Reynold Lester and their unborn baby named Armani Lester. Asheray's 11-month-old son Alonzo Quintero was also killed. They were heading to a prenatal doctor's appointment at the time of the crash. That's sad. A young family was destroyed in the blink of an eye. The 6 murder charges include Asheray's unborn child, but the charge of manslaughter legally cannot apply because the child was unborn. The father of Alonzo Quintero told Eyewitness News he wants to see justice for his son. The smile he had, a smile that will brighten up your day no matter what, he said, fighting back tears. He was full of joy, very exciting. I loved when he gripped my hands, when he would kick his legs from excitement. I want to see that justice is made, something for her, payback for what she's done. Maybe then I can forgive her, but not now. She took my son away from me, and I will never see him again. After hitting Asheray's in Reynolds' car, Lynton's Mercedes then collided with a Nissan Altima and killed 2 women inside, who have not been publicly identified. She also careened into an SUV carrying a family of 7. They all incurred minor injuries. Several other vehicles were also struck. Family members and community members gathered at the intersection to remember the lives lost. They said that what's her name? Desiree. Um, her name was Asheray. 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 They said Asheray was a beautiful woman. Um, she was a good mom to her family. It's just a sad thing, y'all. You never know what that young lady on the screen was going through to be speeding 90 miles per hour, and what looked like could have been a 35-mile-per-hour zone. That's crazy. She killed 6 people. Mm, mm, mm. Shout out to the 2 people that's watching. Oh, I'm glad y'all still hanging in there with me. 2 people. Thank y'all so much. Hey, I'm trying to get my channel to 500. I can't seem to get there. I always seem to stop at 459. Don't go below 445 or past 459. I'm trying, y'all. It's not easy, but hey, it's working. My channel is still growing, but I
Yeah,
needed,
we'll get there. We'll get there.
I needed to go
Yeah.
fast. Like there are only 2 people watching right now, and that's probably me and Candace. It's all good. I know the numbers gonna get up. I know the numbers gonna
Well,
go.
the numbers will get up,
I
but
know, but
you
I would
know,
love to have people
most
here
of
with
our
me
supporters,
now.
I think some other people are doing shows. Monday we'll be starting R. Kelly's case in Chicago. Monday, his federal trial. So between the lawyers, his lawyers, the other guy, there's R. Kelly, Milton Brown, and Daryl McDavid. They are all charging those 3. They didn't separate them. So each one of these guys have 3 separate lawyers, and they have been putting in motions and, I guess doing their jobs. So that's like the hot topics that's going on now, because come Monday, and I'm glad I won't be nowhere around Chicago
Mm,
when this federal trial starts. The girl that was in, well, the alleged girl in the tape, because I never saw the tape, she is allegedly testifying that it was her in that tape that came out
wait,
in the 90s.
the
The
14-year-old
girl that,
girl?
yeah, but he went to trial in 2008, but it took him like 6 to 8 years before they even went to court. And so the girl's father is Rashonda Landfair, and her father, when it worked for him after the alleged tape, he continued to work with him, and the family received millions of dollars in money. And so they charged him federally this time, and she's supposed to be testifying. So that's like the big thing that's going on, like in the Midwest, you know. So they're putting in motions. And so everybody's on their channels now, reading all of these motions right now, seeing what it's looking like. They didn't authenticate some of the videotapes back then. Some parts was left out. And so that's the hot news in the Midwest. Yeah. Oh, and then the girl that he's with, she has wrote a book, and the book is supposed to come out tomorrow. The
Oh,
last girl that he's with. And now they're saying that the girl is supposed to be pregnant. So I said, boy, you can't make this stuff. This whole R. Kelly sector has been crazy, crazy, crazy. So that means if she's pregnant, that they've been married for a while. I guess. I don't know. But I'll be glad when it's over with. Because that's all they have been showing on the news. Breaking news. This lawyer put in this motion saying what the government did in the 2008 trial. Then it has come out that one of the people from the prosecution department was talking to the girls and some of the alleged victims offline under another code. And so you got people saying, well, if they're going to get them right. Don't do it illegally. So it's a lot. It's a lot.
oh, I don't even know what
Yeah.
to say.
And so I just wanted to hold up.
I don't even know what to say about this R. Kelly thing. I have not been following it. I don't know who's who. Um, I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. So, yo,
Okay.
okay.
So yeah, so that's like the latest thing going on right now in the Midwest. So B, I had sent you the article. Well, Will Smith has finally apologized
Mm-hmm.
after 4 months, and I'm really not feeling him. I'm getting tired of them talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting tired of them talking about Britney.
Mm.
Um, Now they're saying that they are supposed to be in some type of negotiation to get her released. That's what they're saying. I don't know. But I'm still going to go with my judgment that this wasn't a black thing. I just think that was another country.
And she just
And
broke the law in
she
another
just broke
country.
the law. And, you know, now while y'all talking about Donald Trump could have talked to Putin about Brittany
I believe that.
because they were friends.
Yep.
But see, they would never let Trump get that credit.
Right.
They don't want Trump to get that credit. They don't want Trump to run again. But y'all want to say Trump got these people following him, doing all this crazy stuff. Well, what the heck have y'all been doing to us? You
Right.
programmed us to hate each other. you program America to think that blacks are the only people that go to prison, get food stamps, and are on welfare, and are the only drug addicts.
Yep. And that black women are the only women that twerk.
Yes. So we twerking for votes, looking like we got diaper rashes and stuff.
Yeah, she did look nasty. I'm sorry.
You did not put that back up.
What? No, I'm getting ready.
No, no, no.
The senator that was tweaking, that was twerking for vote.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, she looked nasty.
Nasty as
That was
hell.
nasty looking. She looked like she had a diaper rash or something. You know. Now, at least if they would have been twerking, they would have made sure they put makeup and had all their skin even. See, we can't even do it right. She looked nasty doing that. No, I ain't hating on the black sister. I don't care that she's a member of the alphabet community.
Right.
She looked nasty
And embarrassing. It was so embarrassing.
and embarrassing. And I'm so sick of us. Like, we can't say nothing about our own. Baby, I don't care if you get on your head. I don't want to see that mess.
Like, who wants to see that? I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. And so,
It just made us look. It just took us back another 300 years. That's what it seems like.
we just do too much.
Too much.
We do too much. We do too much for attention to be different. But like
And
I said, she could have. She
we
could
don't
have.
have to. We already
Pardon me?
different. We don't have to try to do anything to be different. We're already different.
Mm-hmm.
We are different from the average person. We black people are different from most people. We don't have to do anything to try to be different. We just are. We just different, y'all. Stop trying to impress and be who you are. Different. That was so embarrassing, y'all. For her to be, and look, I tried to post a video and YouTube wouldn't even let me post it. And she is not embarrassed. She has no shame.
No, that's what I'm saying. We don't care. We don't have no morals. We don't even. We don't care what anybody thinks anymore.
No?
We would be. I'm gonna tell you, if my mother was living, I know I wouldn't be on YouTube cussing folks out
Mm,
because I would be too terrified my mother
right,
would find out and come for me.
right. I don't have time for it anymore. I
Yeah,
don't bother with people anymore. I just don't
yeah.
have I used to argue
What
with
do you think? What do you think about the bishop talking about Beyonce?
what bishop?
She remade the song "Church Lady." I sent that to you. Did you get it?
I don't know. What you said in your face? Let me
Let's
see.
take a break for a few minutes.
take a break, girl. I'm about to shut down. It's been 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
It's been 2 hours. But listen, you want to do something later on?
Okay. We can do that. And we can talk about that.
Okay. You post. Let me see.
Because the bishop went in on her. She remade a Clark Sister song, Church Lady.
What?
And and he said that she is nothing but the work of the devil.
I believe it. Because did you know that on her last 4 albums, she posed with the 4 horsemen in the book of Revelations. Oh, we gotta talk. Yeah, let's talk about this next week or tomorrow.
Okay.
Because
That's fine.
Yeah. I want to look some things up.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Anything you want to say before I close it down? Before I shut it down?
I just want to tell people, we've got to protect our children at any cost.
Yep.
Be mindful of who you have your children around.
Definitely.
And, start having decent conversations where we can talk to each other and not yell at each other and get some type of understanding. We are all individuals with different minds. We all don't think a lot. We're not programmed.
Right.
But we can still all disagree to agree.
Agree to disagree. You always say it backwards.
Agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. We can do that, but not in the black community because
because we're too busy. You would rather hate me and talk about me than to deal with some of the stuff that's going on in the community. And if I talk about it.
Not only that, a black person will get mad with you if you don't agree with them. I mean, they will be ready to shut you off, cut you off if you don't agree with them. Like, I'm supposed to agree with you because you black. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. I'm sorry if I cut you off. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this thing down. I don't know, April. It sounded like you got cut off or something. You were saying, yeah, she got kicked off. Yeah. So anyway, y'all, thank you guys for watching or not watching. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this thing down, but I'm gonna play a song. Yeah. I'm gonna play a song before I shut it down. I'm gonna play this song by TCA because he's the only one that I don't get copyright strikes with. I can play his song and don't get a copyright strike. So let me do that. And thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend, okay? It's your girl BeeSparrow, BuzzzTweet Talk Radio. Thank you, DJ April Showers, for hopping on the panel with me. I really appreciate it. Talk to y'all later, okay? Okay.
They don't know when they ain't ready for we because they wanna see us lying in the cemetery. They don't know when they ain't ready for we because they wanna see us lying in the cemetery. They don't know when they ain't ready for we because they wanna see us lying in the cemetery. They don't know when they ain't ready for we because they wanna see us lying in the cemetery. Gold or your diamonds, that's why you see people using violence. People getting locked for no license, while they invade hacks offshore accounts on Spreaker islands. Gold or your diamonds, that's why you see people using violence. People getting locked for no license, while they invade unreachable island. Gold oil diamonds, that's why you see people using all the violence. Get locked for a car with no license, while they invade tax with offshore accounts. Unreachable islands, music weaponizes dangerous. As the sirens, we come in peace. Yeah, strap line of invaders before they take your random resources. Manpower gone, brain power gone. It's all depleted to build this empire for the deity God. Gold, oil, diamonds, that's why you see the whole world full of violence. You get locked up for non-compliance. It's so good though. Gold, oil, drugs, but that's another story. Situation's gory, while you salute the flag and say, in God we trust. Gold, oil, diamonds. 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 What's the cause of it? Gold, oil, diamonds. What's the core reason for all the violence? But also gold, oil, diamonds. Yeah, but also gold, oil, diamonds. You're getting triggered, it's cool. We worship a higher, don't worship no tool. I don't wanna give the exclusionary rule, so pull up your pants, rude boy, you're in school. God, gold, oil, diamonds, hate in the jewels. Gold, oil, diamonds, gold, oil, drugs, urbanization, back of the bus. While you hold dollars saying in God we trust, and not knowing the God of this world's getting crushed by the mighty are higher. That's why we say hallelujah, Messiah. You ain't ready for the fire, you're not fireproof or terra firma. You think that you're big, but you're soon gonna learn her. You mess with the Most High, he brings the Bunsen burner, it's cool.
And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them.
Wambiara mume suroji midise omikamuku akwenye naramuji midise minjabu makumbeyi midibema makumbeyi midibema uda makumbeyi midibema
Met a snowfall blockchain in a minivan. Gold bottles and tears of joy, got enough, I can feel it damn. A 12-hour flight just so we can feel the sand. And hear out our plan, the jungle can be definite. Now code name, how negligent. Bubble in the message, havoc on the stove. Tap dance shoes packaged with a pot of gold. Freedom on the loan, don't wanna know the interest rate. People out here starving, I'm getting carded for my dinner date. Plotting on a bigger play over quail. So close to giving up, but who am I supposed to tell? Meanwhile, bro took the tool to get a coffee. If this sound like bragging, I'm sure you lost me. Never tense up when the road gets foggy. A roadmap from the ancestors should you lose your way. Never stop learning and you'll enhance your faith. You're supposed to be here. Don't give up, promise me that you'll hold on. We'll get it right here whenever we decide to. I bear the burden of collecting for the time lost. Fall, but whatever you do, don't stay down. Nothing to show and I don't know what to say now. Funny cause I thought this was my way out. Funny cause I thought this was my way out.